Stop return of measles by making MMR jab compulsory, say GPs. Leading doctors say schools should not allow in children who have not had vaccination.
Here's a summary of the article.
The MMR jab should be compulsory for children before they are allowed to start primary school to stop the resurgence of measles and mumps, leading GPs are demanding. The 4 London GPs, who include a former government advisor on health policy, have urged the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, and the Education Secretary, Gavin Williamson, to embrace the proposed change in policy. The 4 GPs include Sir Sam Everington, the chair of all the capital's 32 NHS clinical commissioning groups, which allocate health service cash in their areas. Public Health England figures show that cases of measles and mumps are rising sharply, a trend that doctors fear is linked to parents heeding misinformation spread by anti-vaccination campaigners. Medical and public health organisations voiced their unease and warned that making the switch would lead to potential harms. The Royal Society for Public Health and Faculty of Public Health both opposed the plan. A spokesperson for the Department of Health and Social Care said, "We have a world-leading vaccination program and uptake remains very high at around 90% for most childhood vaccines, including MMR. We are committed to driving up uptake rates further, and our new vaccination strategy will draw together concerted efforts across the health system."
This post received a score of 33,542, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Dude, this anti-intellectualism is becoming a cult. I have family members who truly believe the earth is flat and waste their money on crap that is outdated and debunked.
Unfortunately, a lot of anti-vaxxers are also into homeschooling. Australia simply withheld some cash supplements from families who avoided vaccination. That worked.
Thank the gods homeschooling is illegal here in Germany. But anti-vaxxers are not just the evangelical fundamentalists or esoteric right-winged nuts. A lot of the anti-vaxxing hotspots are anthroposophic Waldorf schools or areas with a lot of left-winged alternative people, who also believe in nonsense like homeopathy etc. I'll allow a lot of nonsense, but I draw a strong line at homeopathy. What's worse is people confuse homeopathy with natural remedies, which are 2 different things. Chewing on a herb can at least have a therapeutic effect. Expensive water can only help if you're dehydrated. Cheap water may also do the trick.
If you don't give your kids a vaccine without a proper medical reason, it should be considered child neglect.
I'm not from the US and I don't personally understand why vaccines are even a debatable topic. Even in the poorest of the poor villages here in India, people line up for hours to get polio shots for their kids, even if the parents are so uneducated that they can barely write. I would really like to know what the counter-argument is. Are the vaccines very expensive? Is it just a modern-day myth of vaccines causing genetic problems? Edit. Thanks for all the responses, including the ones that are against vaccines. Helps understand the situation better.
There's a group of people called anti-vaxxers who got started when a corrupt man of science published a falsified, now completely debunked, report about the MMR vaccine causing autism. They clung to that and continue to believe that vaccines are causing all types of problems for young children, up to and including autism, SIDS, reduced brain function, lower IQ, and numerous other problems. All of this is completely untrue, but the more that medical experts try to correct them, the more they dig their heels in. It's like talking to a brick wall.
The problem is way bigger than just that one report. There is a massive movement of anti-intellectualism in the Western world right now, and conspiracy theorists who need to know the actual truth about a certain subject to feel superior and validated. People who feel so threatened by the idea of someone being more educated and smarter than them that they need to push this entire narrative that those elites are just puppets or part of a global scheme.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.